Welcome back, beautiful people, to the Cat's Eye podcast. I'm here with my co-host,
Jaylen Phillips.
And this week we will be previewing the upcoming game at UH. A bunch of other volleyball, soccer. Gonna have a good friend of mine, Cam Hufner, on the podcast. Got an interesting story. And we actually have some Australian quiz and trivia for you guys at home and for Jaylen as well. So stick around and we'll be right back. Alrighty, people. We have a huge game this weekend. We have Big 12 rivals. Well, not Big 12 rivals. They're crosstown rivals. They're in the Big 12 at UH, especially after two overtime loss a couple weeks ago at Rice. Jay, what's going on? How are you feeling?
Man, the battle I-45, Sam Houston versus Houston this Saturday, 6 p.m. You know, right now, we're trying to get a win on the board. They've lost two straight, so somebody's going to be on a third-game losing streak coming up. We're excited about this game. New opportunity, new challenge, new week. We had a bye week last week, so we got a little extra time to prepare for them. They've got a pretty good, talented roster. They got a lot of speed on the outside, quickness, skill. But we feel like we match up well against them. We're going to try to, be out physical than them, punch them in the mouth on defense, and then get a spark going on offense. So
obviously, defense is what's going to win the game because it's been so dominant this far in the season. As a guy that is part of probably the better position groups on defense and the linebackers, what have you guys talked about in your film rooms when you look at them?
So really our game plan is always first about stopping the run. We got to do whatever we can to put them in passing situations where they throw the ball. 2nd and 10 and 2nd and 8 is a lot better than 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2 because when they have a shorter down and distance, they can open up the playbook, run a lot more stuff. So our goal at first is stopping the run. Then next will be probably tackling in space. They got a lot of speed and quickness on the outside. So being linebackers, running to the football, and running to football as a defense, they'll be able to tackle, wrap up, run our feet, and just limit their big gains, because they're a high-octane offense. They want to move the ball down the field, throw it, play with pace, So if we slow them down by making tackles in space, not letting them get the big gains and big yardage, then I think that would be the best thing for us.
Mm-hmm. So talk to me about I don't know anything about their roster, but the only thing I've heard, don't they have a new QB from somewhere?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he's a big. He's pretty big. He's about 6'5", 240.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Where did you transfer from?
Dang, I forgot. I have to look, but yeah, he's a big guy. They have a lot of people from Houston area. So over the past 5-6 years, U of H has done a really good job of recruiting guys from Houston because there's so much talent out here. So just with them finding the Houston talent, obviously a couple people from Dallas and otherwhere across Texas, but those guys when they're recruiting the Houston talent, they've done a pretty good job building a nice program over there. They've been pretty solid. Now they're making the transition to the Big 12, so they're getting ready for that. But we'll be ready this weekend. I know people have been probably doubting us and saying that we can't win a game. We're going to struggle on offense again, but I want people to be ready and watch out. So when we come and get that W on Saturday, then people can start to recognize.
Yeah, so Donovan Smith is 6'5", 240.
It's like Cam Newton, big man.
And he's got 718 yards, 4 TDs, 3 picks, and a 47.9 QBR rating, which I don't know what that means. But
yeah, that's just about all his total stats together. But like you said, man, they're a really good offense. They do a lot of different motions and shifts and throw the ball out quick and throw the ball deep. So it's going to be on us to stop them defensively. I know offense will take care of themselves. Although they've been struggling, I feel like they put a good game plan together this week to take advantage of some things that Houston does on defense, take advantage of their weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of looking at them, obviously 2 weeks to prepare for it, do you think that has given you a greater advantage?
Yeah, definitely. I think it does give us a little more time to study their film. They played TCU last weekend, so mostly everybody on the team was over there watching the game, just checking out, just finding tendencies in the little small things they do. Because although you can watch film, it's different when you watch TV copy. You start to notice a little bit different things and from different angles. about what these guys are looking at, what they're trying to do on offense, scheme-wise, game plan-wise, what are they doing in short yardage and longer yardage as well.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are pretty confident, which is, man, I think I'm going to go to the game. I should be able to get to the game, and I'm excited for it because be able to a lot of talk you can give them if you beat them, especially they're in the Big 12 right now.
Yeah, man, you're the man in Houston right now. How was the Drake concert?
Drake concert, you're letting out my secrets now, huh?
Hey, my bad. The audience wanted to know. The audience,
Drake concert was pretty cool.
You went on a Sunday or Monday?
It was a Sunday.
Okay.
So I actually were birthday gifts way back. So they were, even when I bought them way back, they were really expensive. But yeah, it was like 2.5 hours. 21 Savage, Drake, the whole shebang. It was really cool. He played all of his old stuff, new stuff. Played a lot of stuff that incorporated Houston because he spent a lot of time in Houston on the come up. So yeah, I mean, I get to say that I've seen Drake.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite song that he did?
Ooh, he did Marvin's Room, which was cool.
Oh, I felt that one.
But he closed out with November 18th, if you know that song.
So high.
Yeah.
Coming down.
that was like, because he's like, I'm going to do it for the day ones. If you know, sing it. And I was like, ooh, like, yeah, that was tough. So that was cool. That's the great thing about being in Houston. There's so much to do and in terms of like big artists, sporting events, all that sort of thing. So talking on that, Jason has just informed me that I'm, according to the poll, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan for this year, which I'm kind of like reluctant to take that title, but I still have to take it. So.
Yeah, prepare for some heartbreak.
Really?
Yeah, the Cowboys, they're consistently always good, but then they fall short. But right now, through the first 2 games, they look really good. They look one of the best teams in the NFL. So
yeah, well, they have like the third most fantasy points, even like with active players, like their defense.
Their defense is amazing right now. Micah Parsons, he's number 11. He plays linebacker, DN. He's all over the middle. Mm-hmm. People talking about him maybe winning the MVP.
Wow, really?
Yeah, as a defensive player. Yeah, nobody's done that in like 40 years probably.
Well, I will probably do a little bit more research for next week on the Cowboys and maybe give you my scouting report and what I think of them, because it was kind of sprung on me. And when I heard the news, I was just like, wow. Because I've being like in Houston, either you hate them or you love them. And I've come across more people that hate them than love them, especially my head coach, Coach Mudge. He asked me about like with the poll, what was going on. I was like, I think Cowboys are going to win. He was just like, I don't know if you might not be playing for me this year. I'm just like, damn. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to some of the other sports. You want to talk about the soccer game that happened? They started their first conference game and they won, right?
Yeah, soccer won their first conference game last week against Jacksonville State, 2-0. But goals by Ariana Carrington and Pam Murray. Shout out to them if they're listening. And then also a couple players got Players of the Week. Goalkeeper Savannah Hall. She was named Conference USA Goalkeeper of the Week. And Andrea, I don't know if it's Nugent. I don't want to butcher your last name. I'm sorry if you heard this. She won Defensive Player of the Week. So big shout out to her and Savannah as well.
What, two awards in the first week. That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's big for them. Especially with their first win in conference. They got their next game coming up this weekend.
Tomorrow, I think it is.
Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow.
They're going to play FIU tomorrow here.
Yeah, so hopefully they can start 2-0 in conference. It's a big step going to Conference USA and already getting a victory.
Yeah, and then volleyball just came back from the SFA Invitational. Not the greatest weekend for them. They went 0-3. Watched the SFA game on TV, and that was a little bit brutal.
Sucks losing to your rivals like that too.
Yeah, but I mean, after hearing about SFA, they obviously went to the tournament last year. They got like the WAC player, preseason player of the year. Like they're loaded this year, so they looked really, really good. I don't know a whole lot about volleyball, but they was hooping out there. So, but this week we should be the favorites. We played Jacksonville State Friday and Saturday at Jacksonville State, which is in Alabama, right?
Correct.
And after briefly looking at them, they're 2-8 on the year, and they've only won 4 sets this whole year.
Hey, we got to capitalize. That's all I know.
That's for sure. You got to get the record up. Start off hot, get it rolling early, and make for a good conference because there's a couple of tough teams in there. And I also want to shout out Hannah Baker. She's leading the country in digs. Do you know what a dig is?
I think that's when they hit the ball down. You gotta like scoop.
Yeah.
it.
So my belief is that when the other team hits it, like spikes it, she's the one that saves it from hitting the ground. She's the one that like pops it back up, and so leads the whole Division 1 in digs with 282, and she's actually 30 away from the all-time Sam Houston record for digs.
Dang, yeah, that's crazy.
So I mean,
shout out Hannah Baker.
Yeah, and I'm breaking a record in any sport is crazy. So let alone in a Texas school who's been around here 18
something. It's been a while.
yeah, I gotta know that. But yeah, so obviously it's good. Sports back, football's back this weekend, and we're already mid-September, so we're already really in the thick of it already.
Yeah, first month's already gone by fast, and the rest of the season's gonna go by fast. We play 10 straight weeks after this, and starting after next week, we'll have a couple weekday games. I think we're 5 straight, like all October, we're on the weekday, so it's gonna go by even faster. So all those Wednesday, Thursdays, where you don't have nothing to do, Sam Houston State will be playing football.
That's for sure. Well, we're going to go a quick ad break. Coming up, we're going to bring my good friend Cam Hufner, who's a big part of the basketball team. And we're going to go talk to him about Australia, about sport, about life, but a bit of everything. So stick around and we'll see you soon.
I have a voice. You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard outside of sports.
As a student athlete, we have a platform.
Now more than ever.
It's important that we listen,
learn,
and lead.
And use our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time to make a difference.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together, we will continue the conversation.
We have a voice.
Alrighty, people. Welcome back to the second segment. Today I have with me a big man all the way from down under, Cam. All right. A lot of people should know who you are because you are obviously part of the team that went, was it 26 wins last year?
Yeah, I think it was 26
and 5 or 8, yeah.
8.
Big piece, whack freshman. Oh, no, old newcomer, sorry. And obviously, we've known each other, since probably, 15?
Yeah.
Maybe around there?
Like 10th grade. Probably.
10th grade?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a sophomore over here.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, talk to me. So you are obviously born and raised in Australia. What was high school? What was basketball back home like for you growing up?
Basketball for me was pretty casual, honestly. I mean, I wasn't really even playing basketball in the 10th grade, so I was only doing it for school. And you know how we have to do it for club and school back home normally. I kind of quit playing in the 10th grade. I didn't really take it seriously till maybe 11th, 12th grade. So, I mean, it was cool. I had my run with my team, Norwood. It was cool. But compared to America, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we'll get that to in a minute. But so for those that don't know, Cam kind of burst onto the scene back home. So growing up, you kind of had the 20 guys in your local area that were kind of usually separate themselves.
The big names.
The big names, like, we usually okay, they're the guys that you to look for. Like when people go watch games, they're the guys. And Cam kind of came on really late, so he probably didn't really take playing high level basketball seriously until he was probably a junior in high school. And guess what? The first time I played him in club. So basically, there's two systems. There's high school and there's club. So in Europe.
So like AAU kind of?
Kind of like AAU, but way more serious, and you play weekly. So it's not just
And it's a summer and winter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
all year round.
that's our serious. High school's not taken serious. It's just more for fun. And so, one week we played his club, and he played, and I was like, wow, who's this kid? He seems pretty half decent. He's a big kid, all that sort of stuff. And then 6 months later, he's just gotten better. And then 6 months after that, he just got better and better and better. I think you kind of say you grew into your body.
Yeah, I would say that transition from end of 11th grade to Christmas time was my biggest transition. I started working out with the state team. I wasn't on the state team. I was just a practice player. But I was also playing with the men's team for the club. And that's when I think my progression like really elevated. Started like working out, I guess, because we don't work out. Like we don't lift weights or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Are yours?
Not really, no.
Never lifted weights.
Play basketball.
Just play basketball.
hoop.
Just show up, really.
Yeah.
And I started lifting weights with the men's team, working out with the state team, and that's like when I really like started to progress.
So what made you want to start taking basketball seriously? I know you said like you didn't start taking say like 11th, 12th grade, but what made you like flip the switch and was like, oh, maybe I can do something with this?
So like I did play club like 8th, 9th grade, whatever, and like I said, my grades were really bad in year 10. That's just a fact. So I stopped playing basketball for the club, and I really focused on my grades, and I got them all the way back up to good grades. And I was kind of just thinking, I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to play again. So I started playing again, and I started having really good numbers. And then everyone was like, who's this kid? Like, where'd he come from? So my name kind of got put in the spotlight a little bit, and I really found my passion, especially when I got asked to play for the state team after year 12. So I think I got my first scholarship for America in 11th grade. And I think that's another thing that kind of boosted my ambition.
Yeah, you saw that, that schools are recruiting you. You can do something with that.
Yeah, because I came to America to play AAU, but I had no idea what it was. I was just coming to play because, like, back home, that's what we do is play, right?
Did they fly you out for that, or like how did that work?
So I got a connection in Houston, and he coached at my school for like 8 years. So he's known me since I've been like this 5th grade or something. And he brings kids out in summer, and we play AAU. But I didn't know what that was, really. I was just here to play. And then 2 days later, I got my first scholarship from Coach Bailey, and that was at a school in Arkansas. And I came back not knowing what it was, really, and everyone's like, oh, that's crazy. Like, because it was D2. Like, it's solid, right? D2 solid. And I just had no clue what it was. So once I understood, like, the potential was there, that's when I think I really, like, locked in.
So wait, when y'all come for the summers, where do y'all stay at? Do y'all just all crash at his place?
Yeah, hotels. We I think we brought out probably like 10 guys. It was like our main team for the high school, but like honestly, we were terrible. I think we came out two years in a row and we lost every single game. I think we won a single game against these AAU programs. It was terrible.
Dang, you're in Houston all summer, not winning the game, wanting to be home.
Yeah. It was a rough couple games, man. I think I had like I think I had a triple double actually. That's why JB recruited me, and I was point guard. None of my guys could bring up no offense to my guys if they're listening, but none of them could bring the ball up. And it was a one-man show, so yeah, it was a pretty rough summer. But I also got to play on Curtis, the guy who brought the guys out. Got to play on his AAU squad, and that was a lot of fun because I was playing with some like good talent.
So do you want to explain to everyone back home who doesn't know how we kind of grew to know each other before we ended up on Sam Houston?
So we're talking about the rivalry?
Basically. Basically.
So I went to a school called St. Peter's, and Lewis went to a school called Prince Alfred College. And what's a 150-year rivalry or something?
Yeah,
are these both in Adelaide?
Yeah.
So they're like
down the road from each other.
They're like a 3-minute walk from each other.
Yeah, they're across the road. Like, we did not like each other.
Like 150 years of like pure hatred. Like, our schools hate each other.
Yeah. If you saw maroon, like, enemy. If you saw this color, this was my color, blue. Enemy.
Get it off.
So, where did we start? We started with. Did you go to Forestville before PAC?
Yes.
So we played club. He played for Forestville. I played for Norwood, and that was in the 9th grade probably, or 9th grade.
Yeah.
And we, like he said, we kind of didn't know each other, but we played against each other, and I just knew he was this like 6'9" kid, and I was like, damn, I gotta play against him because I played the 5 for my team, and I was only like 6'4".
Oh yeah, you're like, we gotta front the post.
Basically.
Damn. So then in year 11 and 12, I played him. We have a rival week, so for a week straight, every day one sport plays basically against the rival team. So for us, it would be basketball on a Friday night. And Lewis, what do you want to say about that?
Basically, he never beat me.
Never beat him.
We played. He's a year older than me, so we only played 3 times.
Twice.
3. Oh, you only played twice.
When you're in 10th and 11th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and so it's like it was probably the first time I've ever experienced like basketball. Like in the timeout, I couldn't hear our coach.
It was loud over there?
Oh, it just feels like students and they're all chanting, screaming.
Oh,
And it's like it's the craziest basketball experience I've ever had back home. Like it was packed out, like loud. And like, cause it's serious, like you win, like you get a trophy if you win and all that sort of stuff. So like it's a big build up, all that sort of stuff. And so, that's when we really like, okay, like Cam Hufner, how are we going to guard this guy?
But to my defense,
Here we go.
it was 5-on-1.
Oh, you didn't have no help like that?
It was 5-on-1.
Wow, just putting down your
Whenever I
teammates
caught
like
the
that.
ball, no, they're my guys. But whenever I caught the ball, it was all heads turn, all bodies turn. Make sure Cam doesn't score.
Hey.
And his head coach at the end of the game publicly said, our main goal was to not let Cam touch the ball.
Hey, that's like the best honor you can get right there.
Exactly. It's a compliment.
You're the game
really.
plan.
At the end of the
End of the day, he won. But I did get a win. I got my.
that was
I did
before
get
I
a-
was there though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that don't count.
So so basically that's kind of how we learned to
That's how we met.
and kind of like knew each other because we dealt with each other in such an intimate space. And then obviously you're a year above me, so you go off to America before I come over. So talk to me about how'd you get recruited and your experiences at Pitt State, which is obviously a D2, and then obviously will slowly lead into how you got here as well.
So, like I said, I got recruited by JB in the 11th grade.
For those who don't know, that's the one of our
Assistant
assistants here, Justin Bailey. Shout out, Justin.
Coach Bailey.
The man.
So he recruited me in the 11th grade, but he moved to a school called Pittsburgh State University, which is in southeast Kansas.
Oh, really? I literally thought it was in Pittsburgh the whole time.
Everyone
I'm like,
thinks-
where? I'm like,
everyone
I've never
thinks
heard of
that.
this school though.
Yeah, so it's southeast Kansas. They're actually really good, well-known football program.
Pittsburgh State.
I think they've got multiple national championships.
I like the colors. I was looking at your
like red and
pictures.
gold.
Yeah, I like it for some reason.
The gorilla.
The gorillas.
They're the only gorillas in the whole nation. That's what they tried to recruit me
I was
with.
like, oh yeah, you're the gorillas.
We're the only gorillas. So he recruited me, but he moved to Pittsburgh when I was in the 12th grade. So I think there was something to do with like logistics that I lost that scholarship because he moved and he gave it to me or something like that. Because my coach Curtis from Houston texted me saying you got to come back in the 12th grade for AAU again. So I came out and I drove from Houston to Kansas and did a workout in front of the head coach. I got the scholarship the next day and I committed on the spot because that's all I had. And back home, there's no recruiting.
Yeah.
So that's what I had. I took it straight away. D2, it's a good program, right? So 2020, COVID hits. And I think I was the only like Australian who like left the country.
Oh, so you were just in a
I
foreign
had-
place by yourself?
Yeah, I had all the paper. I was in LAX and I didn't see a single person. It was crazy. Like
It's like a movie.
It was like a zombie apocalypse. It was nuts. Like it was crazy. So I moved out to Pittsburgh and I spent 2 years there. First year was obviously, a bit of a shock. Just the competitiveness and athleticism, I think, that like Americans have. There's so many people you can choose from out here. Like back home, I was known as a driver. Like I was a slasher. And I came to America and I couldn't even drive the ball. Like they were for real, they were just locking me up, right? So I had to learn how to shoot. I didn't really like shoot it back home. And then it kind of like turned from Cam being a slasher to a shooter. So that first year was a little tough. I didn't play like the first 8 games. And I was like, what am I doing here? Like, flew all the way to the States just to sit on the bench. Long story short, one guy got kicked off the team, and that spot opened up for me. So we had a guy called Bobby who was in front of me, and I'd play behind him. But by the end of the year, I think I started with Bobby like the last 5 games or something. So I kind of like earned my way up on the roles. They gave me more time and more like spotlight to show my skill set, I guess. So I was having good games here and there. I think I was like, averaging like 8 points or something as a freshman. So that's how Pittsburgh went. But then second year, JB moved to Sam. And I spent my whole year there, second year at Pittsburgh, but it wasn't a good year for us. It was a bit rough.
In terms of like team wise.
Yeah. Our chemistry was really, really bad. Like I'm not hating on anyone, but we just didn't have good team chemistry.
Yeah.
We had a couple issues, a couple people wanted the ball a bit more, wanted more shots, more minutes and stuff like that. So I moved to Sam third year because JB offered me a spot and Coach Hooten. So third year was like, damn, this is like what college basketball is in the sense of team chemistry, effort, winning. Because I've never been a part of a winning program. So moving here to Sam was actually one of probably the best decisions I've ever made.
How difficult is it to play with a team that's kind of selfish and you're not really buying into chemistry and everything?
It's just a snowball effect, really. You know, you start off the year, everyone's hyped and everyone's like, oh, let's go. And you win your first game and stuff. But then once the first loss comes and the coaches are talking down on you and stuff, like you need to do better, whatever, well, it's his fault. It's his fault. It's like, well, I didn't get to shoot it. You know, I'm not one guy to complain about that stuff. I kind of just let it slide because, you know, I didn't have that, like, authority, you know. I'm a sophomore. We got, like, 6, 7 seniors on the team, and it just didn't slide very well. It was a big snowball effect. It just kept compounding over the whole season. It was really draining. It actually was. I was contemplating coming home and not coming back to Pittsburgh, but then they had a whole new coaching rearrangement at the end of the year, but then obviously I got this spot here, so I wanted to play D1 basketball and stuff like that. So this might have been the best decision I probably made.
Yeah,
so.
For those who don't know, Cam averaged 9.7 points in 24 starts, 5 rebounds, 51% from the field, 40 from 3, and 78% from the line in his last year at Pittsburgh State. So you obviously were doing your thing still a little bit. Obviously, you know, probably could have done better, you know, with more chemistry and like playing together as a team. But it sounds like you did enough to get recruited by Sam, and they wanted you to come over here.
Yeah, well, it was actually it was a bit more than that. I went home and I was playing for my club for the men's team, and first game I just balled out on his team. Well, his ex team. I balled out like in 20 minutes or something like that. I had like 21, 7, and 3 or something, and I had like a put-back dunk. And like I said, no one knows who I am really. And they're like, who's this kid? And I got some, you know, looks to stay home, but I wanted to get my degree done, finish that. And then obviously Coach Bailey heard through, I think, Curtis, my guy, my connection in Houston, about what happened down back in Australia, and that's what opened up the opportunity to come here.
Yeah, that's awesome, though.
So now that you've been in here, been at Sam for a year, how do you feel you've grown as a player in terms of when you've came here from D2, and talk about maybe what you saw as the adjustment process? Because obviously you took a little bit of time to really find your groove, but once you found it, you were really, really hooping and doing well. So talk about that whole experience, just adjusting from because I guess you had to adjust from coming back from home to America, then you adjust from D2 to D1, and it's not no low major. This is basically Division 2 basketball. This is damn near high major basketball. So talk about how that went for you.
So a lot of you guys probably know Coach Hooten. Yeah, guys.
The enemy now.
Nah, yeah, he's
He
an
left
enemy.
us.
He's an enemy. Yes, technically he is an enemy.
He's still cool, but he's the enemy right
He's still cool. He's my guy. But I've never had a coach so intense and so addicted to winning. Like every single rep mattered, and that's what I think the biggest difference was. Guys back in D2 were, well, at least from my experience, were a bit, it is. Let's go to practice. Like, I gotta go to practice. But here, it's like enjoyable to go to practice because the chemistry we've got here and just the culture of wanting to win and wanting to be tough, that's what, kind of motivates me to get through any sort of practice. It could be a 3.5-hour practice, but knowing that, I put my 100% effort into every single rep, getting better is probably the biggest difference. Like everyone is going 100% all the time. They want it. Like I said, I've never been a part of like a winning program, and coming here and kind of like adjusting to that mindset is probably the biggest difference.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between winning and a losing program. The things that matter, such as like chemistry and working hard and playing together, playing for each other, as many coaches would say.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so last year, one of the best years in St. Vincent's history, probably one of the best.
The best year.
The best year ever in
Best
St.
year.
Vincent's history.
I think we got the school record, actually.
with wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 26 wins. Tell me about that season. Tell me how all came together. I know everybody knows about the first win against Oklahoma. I was watching that game when Lamar hit that three. I was like, let's go.
Ooh, crazy.
So just tell me about the year and like how everything all fell apart.
So I think it really started from June, July. I got here in like mid-July, and within 2-3 weeks, like chemistry was already there. Like the guys were so supportive. Like no matter what, like if you messed up, it wasn't negativity. So from July, like August, I would walk home with Quay. You know Quay?
Yeah, Quay Grant.
And I was like, dude, this is gonna be like insane. Like this is gonna be the year. And Quay's like 100%. Like it's gonna be our best year. And even the other guys like DP talked to him the same thing. It's like there's something special about this team. I don't know what it was. I think it was just our grit and toughness.
Mm-hmm.
But we all knew from July and like August, like no one can mess with us. Like our best games when we played away.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a couple bad games, obviously, but we like thrived off that energy. That we were underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think obviously Hooten is a big. It's it was his program, so his like mentality of if you're not here, get out, sort of thing. Like if you don't want to play, sit on the sideline, and not a single person on our team like ever gave up like that. So I guess what was like the main part of the question again? I was just kind of ranting.
No, basically just talk about the
Talk about the year. So yeah, we came into Oklahoma and we won. And I think that's when we kind of went, I can't swear, can I? Oh, crap.
I can't swear, can I?
Yeah, I know. I've been trying my hardest.
Yeah. We went, oh, crap. Like we're going to be good. No one expected us. I think we had a 1% chance of winning against Oklahoma.
Yeah, y'all did. I remember seeing that.
You know what I mean? So, and then we went like 8-0. We beat Utah. We went down to Florida. We won the tournament. I think we started the year off like 9-0 or something. And, obviously we had a setback. But every loss, it wasn't really a setback. Like, we knew we were just, like, being idiots on the court. We knew we weren't, like, not showing up to practice or whatever like that. So we had obviously a couple setbacks, only 8. Well, 7, really. Last game doesn't count. But we got halfway through the year, and we were just killing. And we were so driven about the idea of March Madness, like nothing could really stop us. So our just like ability to come to practice every single day and show up to every single game was just unmatched to like anyone, I think. So I think we proved ourselves as like a mid-major to, be able to compete with the high majors and stuff. Like we walked into Oklahoma, we beat Oklahoma, we walked into Utah, beat Utah, went down to Florida, won the tournament and stuff like that. So Conference was cool. Do you know how many conference losses we had?
Sure, we can look. I commented a couple of those games, so
I remember it was Utah Valley.
We had Utah Valley, GCU,
Arlington.
I think that's it.
And I think it might have been.
I think we only had 3 conference losses.
14 and 4 in conference. Oh, that's what it says.
Who we missing?
4th.
So Utah Valley,
Yep.
Southern Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Southern
UT Arlington.
Yeah.
Southern Utah.
Oh, it might have been. They might be counting the Grand Canyon game as well.
Well, in
4th loss.
we lost to Grand Canyon at the start though.
Double
that
overtime
too.
at home.
Okay, yeah. I remember
So then talk about like obviously you guys towards the end of it, how hard you guys played last year brought on a lot of injuries and obviously by then a lot of guys were run down, but you guys were still giving it all. Get to the WAC finals. What was the experience like there?
WAC finals was pretty crazy. I don't think I've experienced a program like GCU before in their fan base. GCU played here. We didn't go to GCU. They played here at the start of the conference. And we had our little fan group and stuff like that, but GCU are known for their fan group, right?
Oh, they travel well?
They travel well. Like I remember we played California Baptist and it was a cool little crowd. we played GCU in the second round, and I swear the whole stadium was packed. Like, they flew out their own crowd. Like, they have their own private jets or something. They flew out their own fans.
Yeah. Where was it at? Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's close, but still.
Yeah.
Like, I remember playing and just looking around and just seeing purple, like, everywhere. And I'm going, wow, this is nuts. I mean, it was cool. Like,
Yeah. It's like a home game for them, though.
Yeah. But like I said, we kind of thrived in playing away.
Uh-huh.
We kind of like that. We do like it. So it's just having, like, all of that on top of us kind of, like, obviously brought us together. You know, we thrive in that situation. You know, we didn't get the win. I think we lost by 2 points or something, 3 points.
78-75.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring it up. Do you have any?
Some free throws, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember watching that. It was a lot of missed free throws at the end.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories from that game?
Yeah, missing some free throws at the end.
Yeah.
Nah, I had so Louis brought up we had a couple injuries, so conference was good until maybe like halfway through. We had T.I. break his hand, JD do his knee, Lamar broke his wrist, Casey had his knee, meniscus, or what? Did I say Casey?
No.
Casey had his knee, and then I tore my shoulder on the last game. I tore it on the last game of regular season. And so there was like JD and T.I. were out, but 3 of our main guys, you know, Lamar, he's one of our main shooters, myself, and our big Casey, you know, were struggling with injuries. So I didn't actually play that well. I can't lie. I didn't have a good conference finals or whatever. I just tried to do my part, really. I think I only probably had, like, I don't know, 3 buckets out of the 2 games. Like, I couldn't shoot. I couldn't lift my arm at all.
It was your shooting arm too?
And I was my left arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still.
It was terrible. Like, I think I played like 5 weeks on it, something like that. Oh,
Which torn shoulder 5 weeks.
Dude,
Crazy.
I couldn't. It was maybe 4 or 5 weeks. I couldn't shoot the ball. Couldn't pass the ball.
Hurts to do anything.
Dude. And I practiced every day.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't think the coaches really knew how much pain I was in, but I was in, like, some serious pain. I couldn't pass the ball. It was really bad. So I don't know if I have any memories or highlights of the WAC finals, but I think just the whole season itself is just so, like, unbelievable. I couldn't picture myself being in that position, you know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
So now looking forward this year, obviously you're still coming back from your torn shoulder. You're almost 100%. What have you seen this year? Until obviously Coach Mudge, new head coach, obviously new vibe, new system. What are you seeing right now with you individually, but also as us as a collective?
Individually, definitely getting more guard orientated. I think coming off ball screens and making plays. Last year I was a lot of like a shooter, just stay in the corner, pick and pop or whatever, post up. But this year, Coach Mudge is happy with me dribbling the ball and coming off ball screens with Louis and making plays. But in a team sense, it's definitely got to be our talent. Like, we got so many guys that can average 15, 20 plus a game. Like, it's ridiculous compared to last year. Last year was a lot of role orientated. You know, J-May was an elite defender. You know, T.I. was an elite rebounder and defender. But then you'd have guys like Lamar, who was the shooter. I'd be a shooter. Clay would just be a ball dominant guard. So this year, like, everybody has, like, a specific skill on, like, another level of last year, in a sense. More trust, I guess. You know, everyone can score. Yeah. And everyone can play defense. Let's be real. Everyone can. So the talent's definitely there compared to last year.
Yeah, I'm excited for y'all this year. I'll be commentating some games, so I'll be on the side, see how y'all doing. I always ask my basketball friends this: who would you compare your game to?
Oh yeah, well.
Louis told me he was like Jokic, so I was like, I definitely got to see that.
Okay.
If he's just dropping dimes, getting to the basket.
Yeah, but I'm not more of a dime dropper. I'm not really.
Just name any white NBA player. That would do.
Well, that's why I said Gordon
Hayward.
Gordon Hayward.
I'm trying to think.
I was, like I said, I think Kevin Love because I post up and shoot threes. But now that I'm being more guard orientated, maybe it could be Gordon Hayward.
I said Chandler Parsons before he became a scrub. No offense to Chandler Parsons. He's in the NBA.
No. Yeah, you make it to the NBA. You're not a scrub.
Not a scrub.
You are not a scrub. That's insane.
Are you like a Julius Randle kind of esque player? Like a big that can, four-man that can handle it, can shoot it, do a bit of everything.
Okay, I respect that.
That's a good one.
Julius Randle. Okay,
Come on, man.
I respect that.
Okay. Well, guys, stick around for the third segment. It's going to be pretty funny. Hopefully, this guy actually remembers what it's like to be Australian. We got a quiz and some funny things going on. So stick around and we'll be right back.
Sideline. Bellin dives. He's in. Intercepted. Coming back the other way. Touchdown. Bulldogs. He's free. Bye-bye. Off to the races. 94 yards and a cloud of dust. And he'll go up top. Oh! Caught it. Into Chisholm. For the second time today. Wow. A bomb to Chisholm.
Welcome back to the Cat's Eye Podcast. We're here with our third segment. You know, I thought we'd do something funny this time. I'm gonna quiz the two Australians on some Australian trivia I picked up, see if they're real citizens or not.
All right, we working together?
We can play it separate or work together, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but
We can do a little puzzle.
But you worry me though, because there's some stuff I'm
terrible,
like,
dude.
you should know.
Terrible.
You should know. So I
I'm
might
so
have to help you out.
Americanized, dude.
All right, how about we play first 1 to 3?
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. Who want to start first?
He can go first.
We
All
can
right.
Chip in.
Okay.
Okay. What is the capital of the Northern Territory of Australia?
Darwin.
Why did you say
Why you
that
gotta
so
say that question?
reluctantly?
Because that
Dude, this is throwing me off, man.
is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Good.
Darwin.
You just got me stressed, man. I'm about to lose the
Okay.
citizenship.
Okay.
Louis, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the Australian NBA player that plays for the Portland Trailblazers?
Portland Trailblazers.
I know this one. Beep.
Whoa. Is it? I mean, there's one that recently just signed. What's his name? He just played on the World Cup. Played the Summer League with Portland. That's who. I'm correct, right? That's who I'm talking about.
We got that Family Feud buzzer.
No. Matisse Thybulle.
Okay, there you go.
No, because the other dude. What's his
Come on,
name?
man.
The big fella that played World Cup. The South Sudanese guy.
Oh, that's right. But he just signed.
Yeah.
Does he count, really?
Diop Brees.
Y'all don't know his name.
Yeah, I got two for you. Come on.
I had that at the start.
I just
That's
forgot.
my-
I
that's
still
another
think
point
when
for
I
me.
think of Matisse, I just think of Philly.
That's
All right.
true. That's true.
Cam, when was the last time Australia hosted the Olympics?
2004.
2002.
2000. I was gonna get that down.
Oh, I didn't know we were playing Family Feud where you
That's
steal
so
the question.
crazy that you remember Kathy Freeman. Kathy Freeman. Yeah.
It's in Sydney. I knew it was in Sydney, but it's 2004.
Cameron.
All right, Louis Rowe. What is the highest the Australian national basketball team has finished in the Olympics?
Third.
Easy.
Well, I
Easy.
didn't know if y'all knew
Third
that.
at the most recent Olympics.
Third.
Shout out the Boomers.
Boomers.
The Boomers.
Boomer squad.
Yep.
All right, Cam. This 1986 film is the highest grossing Australian movie of all time.
If you can't get it, let me try. 86? I think I have an
Australian film, 1980.
Yeah.
1998? 1988.
1986, highest
86.
grossing Australian film of all time.
idea. Highest grossing.
One of my personal favorite movies.
Oh, no. You're throwing me off there. 86?
Wow.
You would have no
We
idea.
need a
No, I might. I like movies.
I like movies. Oh,
Man.
You want to give us a bit of a hint? Because I don't even know.
Like Crocodile Dundee or nothing.
It is Crocodile.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, mate.
That ain't a knife.
That's so stereotypical.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, I watch
Louis,
movies.
Louis Rowe. What is the name of the current Australian Prime Minister?
Oh,
Got me lost.
they go through every.
Got me lost, mate.
Oh, I'm gonna get some flack if I don't get this. So it was ScoMo. So Scott Morrison, and then now it should be Anthony Albanese.
Man, Hey, keep his citizenship out there. Keep his citizenship.
They go through prime ministers like it's bloody underwear.
They don't do it every 4 years?
Nah, they can kick you
It's
out
every
whenever
year?
you want. But if they don't think you're doing the right job, it's on your back, man.
Hey, you're on a short leash out there.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got 3. Cam, let's see if I'll get you another question. When did Australia gain its independence?
Oh, dude, you got no chance, mate.
Louis Rowe.
1901.
Oh, I had 1986 on here, so
Damn.
we might have different dates.
Whoa.
When did it gain its independence from the British colonies?
1901.
Louis is a history philosophy.
1901. Come
January
on.
1st,
Okay, hey, I
1991.
apologize. I apologize. I got the bad information.
I'm so
on this one.
like that. Oh my god.
All right. Well,
Didn't you say you want to be a history major or something? Like a professor?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
all right, I got 2 more questions. I might as well just get rid of them right here. All right. How many times has Australia won the Cricket World Cup?
Oh, it's a Louis question.
Men's
Yeah.
Cricket World Cup. Ooh. Well, they just won it the other year. They just won it this year. They've won it. They've won it a couple times in the 90s. Then Ricky Ponting. Ooh, I couldn't give you an exact. Probably like a 6.
5.
5.
You were close though.
Good guess. Good.
Needed that.
Good guess.
Needed that one.
Okay, who is the Australian basketball team all-time leading scorer?
Oh, what's that guy?
Please,
Andrew
I'm
Gaze.
not. I'm
Is it
not.
Andrew Gaze?
I was gonna say.
It is
I was
Andrew
gonna
Gaze.
say.
Yeah. We talked about this the other day, remember?
Yeah, because you had like didn't
No, I
show
was just
respect
saying. I
for
was
him.
just saying I had to smoke him or something like that.
Yeah, he was talking. This dude back in the day, he averaged 50.
Andrew
for a
Gaze?
season. Yeah, 50 in season back home in NBL.
Who's averaging 50 these days?
Will Chamberlain.
And he's also one of Seton Hall's greatest players.
He
ever.
played at Seton Hall? Okay, I never heard of him.
So I'm
I
just
did some
saying,
research
I'm
on
just-
He
him.
won a championship with the Spurs.
Andrew Gaze.
I'm just saying, you put Andrew Gaze in today's game, dude is not averaging 50.
Okay, he basically plays like someone in like a YMCA. But like that dude was hooping though.
He gets to his spot.
Like he's a basketball legend.
That's actually like Cam's like a more athletic Andrew Gaze. When you think about it. Literally.
That's
an
his NBA
a
comp.
YMCA guy. Cam's a YMCA guy, man. No, he's a legend. Like he's like Australia's #1 basketball legend. But I'm just saying, if you're averaging 50 back then, like, and you go up against like people like in today's day and age, you're not averaging 50.
He was playing with plumbers.
He shows
He's playing with guys at the YMCA, man.
He shows no respect to the elders. Okay, so now it's going to come back on you. We've got some slang words, and we're going to give you the word, and we hopefully you'll be able to figure out what it means. Okay, we can. If you got any that comes to your mind, just say something. I just
Y'all
got
finna have
something
me
like
embarrassed on here.
that. That's for sure. That's our plan. Okay, Jaylen, tell me what is a dunny?
A dunny? That's
If you need me to put it in a sentence,
put it in a sentence, please.
Okay, I'm about to go use the dunny.
Okay, bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta use the dunny.
Yeah, Louis ran off to the dunny.
Yeah, dunny. All right. What is a shealer?
A Sheila?
A shealer.
That's like a sword, huh? No.
A what?
No, and I'm
He said sword. He said sword.
Okay, I need a sentence for it then.
You want to do this, Cam? Pretty obvious once you say it. Let's see, if we give it away, it'd be like, oh, that's a good looking shealer.
Oh, then it's a baddie.
Yeah.
It's a good looking one over there. I need me a Sheila.
It's like, he's not going to get this one.
No one gets this.
What's an esky?
That's got to be a food, huh? No, you don't eat that? An esky?
It's something to do with food and drinks.
An esky. So that's probably like a nice dining car or something like that. Like a nice like lounge area. Like, oh, let's go to the esky.
You could lounge on it, I guess.
So an esky's like an ice cooler.
Oh, an ice cooler?
Yeah.
Oh, like
An
something you
esky.
carry around?
Yeah, like
Esky.
you know when
Oh,
you go to the
okay.
beach and you like put like ice and put like your drinks and stuff in there.
An esky.
An
Your
esky.
Sprites, your Cokes, you're
Yeah.
not alcoholics.
Yeah, not us. What is Macca's?
Macca's?
Macca's.
Oh my gosh.
Like you want to go on a quick Macca's run.
I'm gonna say the grocery store. No, Macca's.
It is
It's
some
it's an individual place. Think about
Individual
It's a
place.
place you
it.
go
When we
get
like
food.
think about it, it's pretty obvious. Macca's. Going
It's
to
not
Macca's.
obvious at all because if it was obvious, I would have got it by now. It's a Macca's.
I think there's 2 Macca's in Huntsville.
Yeah, you just
Oh, probably the bar. It's the bar then, huh?
you drive down and go get some Macca's.
Go get a Macca's. Go get a
What are y'all? I'm not picking.
go
up.
get a quarter pounder from Macca's.
Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, the Macca's. Oh, okay.
Macca's.
Y'all got McDonald's out there?
Yeah. That's why we go Americans.
He's acting like we come from a third world country, huh?
Do y'all have Walmart out there too? Or
No, we don't.
We don't have
what
one.
grocery store y'all go to?
I'm a Woolies guy.
Woolies or Coles. Aldi's pretty good
Audi.
these days.
My mom goes to Audi.
Okay, I know
loves
Aldi's. We
Yeah.
got Aldi's out here.
Yeah. This is my favorite one.
Whoop whoop
Whoop whoop.
whoop whoop.
That's not like the police right there. Whoop whoop.
So it'd be like, oh, where you going for the weekend? Oh, I'm going to whoop whoop.
I'm gonna guess
whoop,
that's
whoop.
like a beach trip or something like that.
Nah.
No, a whoop whoop.
Means so an American version would be he's from Timbuktu.
Oh, so like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
I'm going to the whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Go and get,
Whoop,
he's from whoop whoop.
Yeah, he's from Whoop Whoop.
Okay, we got a couple more. What does hard yakka mean?
A hard yakker. Is that cricket?
No.
No, a hard yakker.
So you'd be like, how's work been? Oh, mate, it's been hard yakka.
Oh yeah, so a long day, a 9 to 5 basically.
Yeah, it's been hard work.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
a hard yakker. I like that.
yakka.
I'm gonna put that on my slang.
Okay, we got. What does ticker mean?
Ticker?
Yeah,
Ticker?
yeah.
A ticker, like somebody who's like antsy. I don't know. I'm thinking of like American ticker, like I got
Think of like a clock. So,
So,
like, you think
a clock. Ticker?
oh yeah. So it's like, let's say, Jaylen, you're in a football game. Who's your positions coach?
Coach Hensley.
Coach Hensley.
Yeah.
So you've just given up a 30-yard play, and you're just don't look interested. And he sits you down. He's like, show some ticker.
Oh.
Show what the hell? Show some ticker, mate.
basically like bring some juice. Like where's your energy at? Like where's your fire? Where's
Like
your
show some heart.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where's your ticker? Where's your ticker, son?
Okay. Okay, settle down.
I've actually never heard of this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I never used
I use it all the time.
I've
What is
never
a brolly?
A brawly?
Yeah.
Broly.
It's
Gosh, you're embarrassing me right now.
a brolly.
no-
So think about a brolly would be something you could say you're walking somewhere, you might use a brolly.
A bike? No, a
Might
brawly.
be-
It's like a Cam don't even know what this word is. So how you
Yeah, but it's Cam.
a brawly? I need to phone a friend or something like that right
That's
now.
for sure.
It's wet outside.
It's wet. Yeah, it's wet
Oh,
outside.
umbrella.
Good.
Okay, we
A
got
brawly.
two more for you.
Like it sounds real British. God, Broly.
Brolly, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Bathers,
Bathers?
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Can
you
I
haven't
get
heard
a
this one.
bather like a shower?
I thought this was American. This is an American word, but
I
it's
thought
clearly
like I
not.
thought a lot of
Like you need to
Americans
shower? A bather?
No,
No.
it's something to do with water.
Yeah.
Bather. Like you're swimming in the pool?
Close.
Swimming in the ocean?
You got,
Close.
you got your
Think
baby.
more. Think more individual. So it's something to do with you. So you're going to go swim in the water or the ocean. What do you need? You need your bathers.
Oh, you bathers. So your swim trunks here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Trunks,
With a
yeah.
woman,
Okay.
the bikini.
Last
You-
one.
Everyone's got heard of this one.
Hopefully. What's some thongs? What's a thong?
Oh, like woman's panties or a thong?
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna grab my thongs real quick. What
That's not a
what am
bathing.
I
I would
grabbing?
think that's a bathing suit too. A thong. Dang. This is
Yeah,
it's
everyone
struggle.
gets tripped up.
Because your mind instantly went to somewhere.
Well, that's what that means out here. I don't know, underwear.
Commonly, another term for jandals. It's
Like your,
jandals.
so just your flip flops. Your
There
sandals.
you go. How do they know jandals but not thongs?
Yeah. Do you understand the thong? part?
Yeah, I'm picking up. Got to put my thongs on.
Yeah.
My feet.
Do you have any other before we wrap it up?
Nothing like that. No, I was thinking of Fair Dinkum on the way here.
Fair dinkum, yeah.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah.
That sounds like a person actually. What is that?
Be like, oh yeah, Fair Dinkum.
Was it me, Kev?
It means like it is what it is or whatever. Like you could be like,
Fair
oh,
dinkum.
like the car like was too pricey or something. Like I didn't want to buy it or something like that, and be like, yeah, Fair Dinkum. Like no problem. Like it is what it is. Am I right?
Kind of.
Kind of.
It can be used in like fair dinkum. Can be like yeah, right. Like fair dinkum. Like all right. That makes sense. I guess it.
That makes sense.
explain,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning my trip to Australia, so I need to make sure y'all are out there. I need
hope
the
you-
tour
I
guide.
hope you got a few bucks in your wallet because
that
you're gonna
trip
need
is
it.
Oh, it's expensive out there?
Oh my! to get there and to live there, yeah.
Yeah, you got to
of
get
course.
there first.
Yeah, it's go a couple grand at least just to get there, and that's if they even let you in the country.
I'm saving up, man. I'm getting that passport. Sean Strickland
hardly got into the country to go fight for the middleweight championship.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because of his allegations.
yeah,
Or,
because
his
he's basically he just beats people up for a living. He's a menace to society.
I think he's got like 3 assault charges or something.
Yeah, and then he landed, and then he assaulted an Australian when he landed.
He punched someone at the beach.
He's not doing no favors out there.
Nah, he's I like Sean Strickland. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Cameron, thank you so much. Obviously, I have to see you every day, so it's nothing new. But
no problem. That's right.
thank you for coming. Do you have anything else to say? You want to shout out your socials or anything to the camera?
Yeah.
The camera right here. You might gotta.
This
You
one?
might.
No,
Oh, you can go right there.
there.
Yeah, follow me at on Instagram at cam.hufner, man. I might follow you back. So yeah.
Cam, thank you again,
Good
man. This
reply.
was an honor. This is a great Aussie episode. So
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
shout out the land down under.
Yeah,
Down
so
under.
some culture. So we'll be back next week. Obviously, we'll talk about the UH game. Hopefully, we'll get a winning.
We will get a
goal.
win. You're hearing it right now. Cat's Eye Podcast.
There you go. That's going to be all over Twitter.
That shows some ticker.
Yes, yeah. Anyways, all right. So we'll be back next week. Make sure you follow us on our social media on Instagram at Cat's Eye Podcast. And yeah, keep the engagement going. It's been pretty good so far. So we can't wait to come back and talk to you next week. So anything, Jaylen, real quick?
We appreciate all our fans, all our followers. Follow us on Instagram, Cat's Eye Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Got some stuff coming soon. Be ready.
Sure. All righty. We're out of here, and we'll see you next week. See you, mate.
The Cat's Eye Podcast is recorded in the BSN studios at the Woodforest Bank Athletics Center. Today's episode was written by Lewis Rowe and Jaylen Phillips. This episode is produced by Jason Barfield. All music is courtesy ScottHolmesMusic.com. This has been a presentation of the Bearcat Sports Network.